Gaza City. Well, with me is Mohamed Taha from BBC Arabic. Morning to you, Mohamed. Well, let's just start off with the latest situation within Gaza.
It looks like Israel started already this operation to evacuate Gaza City, the military operation. There are shelling on the quarter of Al-Radwan this morning, and the last 2 days we saw shelling of Al-Zaytun and Sabra, and these operations left more than 72 Palestinians killed in these operations, putting the numbers of people who were killed in Gaza in this war across the 22 months over 61,000 people, including, of course, that shelling in northern Gaza included the killing of the two Al Jazeera journalists, Anas Sharif and Mohamed. And the freedom groups, the press freedom groups, are saying that the killing of these journalists is coming as part of doing this operation as these journalists were reporting from northern Gaza in that horrific and very difficult situation across these all months.
And so the pressure for some form of ceasefire or pause in the fighting becomes even more essential. What do we know about that?
Indeed, there are movements at the moment in this front. There are a Hamas delegation in Egypt at the moment. They are negotiating some sorts of understandings of how Hamas would be not a power in Gaza after this war. And also Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli Prime Minister, announced that a delegation of Israeli negotiators will go to Doha very soon to continue the ceasefire negotiations. There is a slim hope of success, but the families of hostages in Israel and the people who are suffering, really suffering in Gaza from the war and hunger, are looking forward for a success to reach a ceasefire.
Now, there is an article, Mohamed, on the BBC website of allies demanding, UK and its allies demanding action against what's been described as unfolding famine. Tell us about the latest statistics in terms of deaths from malnutrition and starvation.
Unfortunately, these news became a daily news. There are 6 people died from malnutrition yesterday. 2 of them were children. This is putting the numbers of people who died of malnutrition in Gaza over 220 people. The situation is really dire. The aid is not enough to feed 2 million people in Gaza. And even if, as you said in your cue, if Benjamin Netanyahu says that the Palestinians are allowed to leave Gaza, this is not really the case, because a doctor, a UK doctor, reported recently that he was with the World Health Organization treating people in Gaza, and he was not allowed to take a stone out of Gaza. So these facts are not really accurate, and people are really starving and need immediate aid.
Okay, Mohamed Taha, thank you very much for that. Thank you. And as I mentioned, that article on calls for action against what's been described as unfolding famine can be found on the BBC News website. Around the world and across the UK, you're watching BBC News.